Right, so just watched the next video, and there was a lot of shocks, betrayal, disappointment. Well, all of the above. What they found out that Mia, Connor, and William travelled back through time to the year 2019, and they were all shocked that they came from the year 2040, which throughout almost through the whole episode, they basically had to lie their butts off about Star City in the year 2040 is peaches and cream. The Canary group went really big, as Connor shouldn't have let that slip out. And Mia had to tell Connor and William not to tell Renee and John what happens to their siblings. But Diana heard everything that John said on the Deathstrokes, because he thought that Deathstroke was JJ, but it turned out to be Manu Bennett's son. The new Deathstroke, which is a little bit more darker than him, since he brought up a story that he murdered his brother when he was a baby. And then it all slipped out, especially when William says he runs $1 billion business, when both him and Oliver were having a heartwarming heart-to-heart talk, and while Mia was being distant, as a typical Oliver queen that runs in the gene pool, and came out that William's gay, which of course Felicity and Oliver knew, which was a shocker. Well, not for me, because I knew for a fact he was going to go, yeah, I know. And then I thought it was kind of barbaric that the new Deathstroke, the new Wilson, planted a bomb on a defenseless old man, which was barbarically disgusting. And obviously, Curtis returns, and he's happily married again, which sounds great. Marvelous. And let's see, what else? Maya was thinking of going all Terminator on Wilson, because according to the future, Connor goes undercover and finds out that JJ gets influenced by the Deathstrokes and he takes over. And then after everything that was heard, and Renee was completely distraught when he finds out that JJ, the new Deathstroke, murders his daughter 40 years into the future, in the year 2040. And John doesn't know what to do, and he basically told him everything, and Laurel decided to stick up with Mia, and basically said right in front of her that Oliver's a dick. Well, of course he had his moments that he was. Of course. We've seen basically every episode where he was a very distant and very judgmental and a complete jerk. And Mia was like murder to the brain, because he thought murdering this Deathstroke would change everything. But Diana made a fair point. Instead of worrying about what's going to happen in the year 2040, change it. It might change for the better, or it might have some results that it might be just halfway bad and halfway good. And so Renee was up for something really big before turning into mayor. And he thought it was really funny. He's like, yeah, I better answer this call, and then gloat to Diana that I'm going to be her boss in the future. That probably would piss her off. And obviously a big fight happened, which of course Maya was this close for killing Wilson, but luckily Oliver was there to stop her, and basically had to put his foot down and make sure that she doesn't release that bow. He basically had to go right in front of the arrow's point, but luckily she stopped and withdraw her bow. And one thing that was cool, that both William and Curtis were working together, kind of like a Felicity and Curtis mode again. And they were all sitting up, fighting for the good fight, and managed to keep people under wraps. And luckily just stop a bomb before Wilson decided to press the button and everything go boom. And things are slowly working for Maya and Oliver. And they were both having a late night snack, because I don't think Maya tasted William's favourite traditional late night snack. Uh, and Renee said to both Connor and John that they were both cool because this is going to be far from now, but they're basically focusing on the now instead of the further on now. And it was really cool to see the whole dipping the french fry into the milkshake again because Earth 2's Laurel introduced Diana to it, which was nice. And Renee looked all fancy and started saying that the future is now, and people voting for him to see what will happen. Hopefully, it goes well. And Zoe was there, and she's getting a lot more older. Because it's kind of like they're well, obviously people are saying in TV shows they're slightly skipping time so the kids can look older, so the basically kind of like that. And then just before Laurel walks out of the precinct, the monitor shows up and says, "You want Earth 2 back? Betray Oliver Queen." Which means she has a very, well, obviously, since her dark past, she'll probably do a lot of betrayal and backstabbing, because after all, she did it before. Pretending to be Laurel and being a backstabbing. Anyway, you all know what to do, and please stay tuned for my next vlogs, which hopefully I will finish sometime in the weekend. So, until then, YouTubers and YouTuberettes, see you in the next bit.